When you walk in the store at Bass Pro Shops and you're looking to buy a new fishing rod, it can be a little bit overwhelming if you're looking at rack after rack after rack and you can't really tell the difference. There's a few things you want to look at on those rods that are really going to help you key in on knowing just what that rod is best for and what's going to fit your needs the most. For me, I'm about 6 feet tall, and most of the rods that I use are between 6.5 and 7.5 feet long. There's a few special situations, like maybe punching or really deep crank, and then I'm going to use a rod that's more like 8 feet long. But those situations are more, they're not the norm. They're something that are more exceptions to the rule. For everyday fishing, 6.5 to 7.5 foot rod is going to do what most everybody needs done. The next thing you need to know is the power of that rod. A lot of people want to get those two mixed up, the action and the power. The power is a medium heavy, a medium light. Those are the power of the rod. And then fast, extra fast, moderate fast, or moderate actions, those are the actions of the rod. The action is how much tip that rod has out there on the end of it and how fast that the rod loads up. A moderate action is a really slow or parabolic kind of bend where it's going to bend way down deep into the rod. An extra fast rod is not going to bend very far down. It's going to have a whole lot of backbone and just a little bit of tip. So that's what the actual action of it is. The power is just basically the strength behind that rod. So those are the things you want to look at, just understanding what you're looking for. But rod length, if it's a rod that I'm picking out for target fishing, I'm wanting to make short cast, real close, around boat docks, around cover, I'm going to go with a little bit shorter rod than I would if I'm fishing out in the middle of the lake, just trying to heave a bait a great long distance. And the landing of that bait isn't all that important. That's when I'm going to go with a really long rod just to be able to get that distance that I want, as well as being able to set the hook out there on the end of an extremely long cast. When you're close quarters, you don't have to pull out, you don't have to take up as much line on the hook set. Really long distances, you do need to do that. And just generally speaking, I could talk in depth, long time about every action and which one is perfect for different baits. Single hook baits, you're going to want to fish on a heavier rod, more power, medium heavy power. Those type of rods are what you're going to want to fish your single hook baits on. You've got a lot of control over fish with those single hook baits. Treble hook baits, you're going to want to fish on a rod that is a little bit softer, a medium power, and it has more of a parabolic bend. Maybe a fast action, but a lot of times a moderate fast action is what you want to fish those treble hook baits on. It's not just about hooking the fish, it's actually about landing and getting them in the boat. That slower rod that bends deeper down into the rod, it's what's going to allow you to fight that fish better and keep those treble hooks pinned in his mouth. So I hope that helps you pick out the right rod next time you go to the store. Length and action and power, those are the three main features in a rod that you need to know what you're looking for. It's going to help you pick out a rod to help you catch more bass.